how the White House can claim that they are being transparent when the FBI search of the Penn Biden Center, that happened months ago, was not proactively disclosed to the public? And what should the public take away from the fact that you are keeping information like this from the public?
Look, I'm going to be very prudent from here. I'm going to be very consistent from here. I'm just not going to comment anything that is related to what is currently happening. This is a legal process. As you just mentioned, my colleague was right outside these doors answering many of your questions. He has done that these past couple of weeks, I believe 4 weeks now, and he'll continue to do that. Anything that is specific to this particular process, I would refer you to the Department of Justice, and also, again, my colleague.
Oh boy. So that was yesterday. No answers on that. KJP one asked, how can the White House claim they're being transparent when the FBI search of the Penn Biden Center happened months ago and they were, literally told to not talk about it? So how are you going to now claim that there's some, that's a legitimate question. Welcome to the program. It's top of our second hour here. Dana Loesch with you as we roll through all the stuff happening. Oh my goodness, there's all kinds of fun stuff that's popping up today. I'm just seeing a couple of things that you might want to know that I'm marking. Got some Bader stuff too. All right, so what the story that I'm obsessed with today, for numerous reasons, is Hunter Biden wanting to go fight the internet over that laptop story. So to recap, if you're just joining us, the attorney for Hunter Biden, Abby Lowell, sent this really petty, snotty little email or letter to a bunch of people, threatening to a criminal probe into John Paul Mac Isaac, the computer store owner that had the laptop, demanding a retraction from Tucker Carlson, who had said that they claimed that he said that Hunter Biden pays $50,000 a month in rent to Joe, which that's actually not what Tucker said. And Powerline was looking at their legal strategy on that. And they said, yeah, but that doesn't make sense. That's not actually what he said. And so they're basically threatening to go after everybody who talked about this thing, this stuff on the laptop. And they said that people weaponized it. So Hunter Biden finally admitted it after years of Joe Biden saying that it wasn't. Oh, it's not his. It's not his. He didn't have a laptop. It's not his laptop. We don't know. And then they said, well, it may be. Remember, he said it may be. It went from total denial to it may be a few months ago. And now he's like, yeah, it's mine. But it's a little bit too late for him to be like that and think that that's, we all knew it. You're just now admitting the obvious. But here's the thing. They would have to go through, and I was talking to Kane about this, their hands are tied here because they have to, they would have to argue malice somehow, and that people were out to that he would have to prove damaged reputation. That's really the only thing he's got here. But then at the same time, he can't prove that. There's no way he can prove that. And even if they were going to go down that road, they would have to go through discovery. And do you honestly think that the Biden family wants to go through discovery where every bit of financial everything can be publicized and publicly scrutinized and everything else? Further, he says that they accused John Paul Mac Isaac, the computer guy, of, quote, unlawfully accessing his the stuff on his laptop. But John Paul Mac Isaac kept receipts. And remember, we all saw the order form that Hunter Biden signed of his own free will, stating that John Paul Mac Isaac had full authority to access every single part of the laptop because he had to fix it. And also that any property after 90 days, if it went unclaimed after 90 days, that property then belongs to John Paul Mac Isaac. And Hunter Biden signed that form, that order form, that work form. So he has literal signed receipts. They can't claim that. There's no case there. What are they going to do if he's so upset about it? This sounds like he's bitching because he hurt his own reputation. He's the guy who recorded himself naked in a deprivation tank, smoking crack while drinking and recording himself. He's the guy who recorded himself with crack and hookers. He's the guy who recorded himself drunk and all this other stuff. He's the guy who made amateur porn videos. He did all of this. He put it on this laptop. He signed it over to this guy and then left it there, and knowing full well that it was going to be his property after 90 days. And he left it there a hell of a lot longer. He never went back for it. It was a lot longer than 90 days. They have no case. So what? They think that the recourse is to claim damaged reputation. The discovery process will destroy them. So what are they going to do? They can't claim national security because then that opens it all up. Well, then why would it be national security? What does he have on his laptop? Their hands are tied here. They're absolutely tied here. That's it. They claimed not just Joe Biden, but you had all of these former heads of these different intelligence agencies who all signed this letter. Remember this? They signed this letter saying that that all of this was disinformation. All of them did it. They all signed a letter claiming that the Hunter Biden laptop was Russian disinformation. All of these people. Never forget, all of them. Clapper, Brennan, people who ran the CIA, who ran the FBI, all of these intel agencies, they all signed this letter stating, dismissing it, that the laptop, oh, this is all Russian disinformation. And Doug Wise was one of the guys who signed it. He said we all knew it was true, and they signed it anyway. Your government lied to you to protect a crackhead. I'll say it again. Your government lied to you to protect a crackhead. A crack-smoking, hooker-banging, CCP business doing, completely irresponsible 50-something-year-old failure to launch crackhead. And his enabling white trash family. That's the bottom line. You were all told that you were engaging in disinformation. You're conspiracy theorists. The whole 9 yards. And now look at it.
I have Biden's audio on that.
Yeah, can we play that, please? That'd be great.
50 former national intelligence folks who said that what he's accusing me of is a Russian plant. They have said that this has all the 5 former heads of the CIA, both parties, say what he's saying is a bunch of garbage.
Yeah. They all lied to you. All of them. But now, see, it's so funny because if you were to lie to the FBI, that's a felony. Your government can sign a letter and make a big deal going after you. But Hunter Biden's precious, guys. He's Joe Biden's 50-something-year-old baby, precious boy, precious. Oh, yeah, and as Kay notes, if you have classified documents, they'll totally jail your butt unless your last name rhymes with Schmeiden. So, there you go. They actually wanted to crack down on social media over this laptop thing.
I just think there's no slander here, right? There's no defamation. Nobody made anything up. All they did was put out the videos and the information that was on the laptop. So they can't claim anything like defamation or, any of that or slander. They can't. There's no case here.
I mean, your government lied to you to protect a crackhead, a crony grifting crackhead. That you have to pay $30,000 a month so that Secret Service can live next door to him in Malibu. Can you tell that's a sore spot with me? Why does he have to live in Malibu? They have no family there. He has no work there. His wife, this one, is an Instagram influencer. Whatever the hell that is. That's a whole other thing I hate. I cannot stand the influence stuff. I have friends who sell products on Instagram, and I cannot deal with it. Because I remember how we all complained that was a place, people taking pictures of their sandwiches, and we made fun of it. Go back to that. I actually miss that, because now everyone's trying to sell me the same crappy found antlers that you put on your table, and all this other stupid home stuff that you can go find in Home Goods for like a fraction of the price, and it's made in China. Which I'm not telling you to do that. Do not buy made in China manufactured, immediate satisfaction home good stuff. Just saying. Have you noticed this? Everybody's out there selling something. Everybody. I can't stand it. I purposefully don't do that because I hate it so bad. And I cannot tell you, I have so many people around me who are ripping their hair out. because they're like, do you know how much money you could be making if you posted this or if you posted that? And I'm like, do you know how much of my soul would die? It's not because I think it's like sellout. I'm a capitalist. Let me be real. I just hate it when I'm on Instagram and I'm watching like something that my friend did. And then she's like, she'll be like, here's my coupon for, here's like, I don't want to name any names, but these giant links. You guys, ladies will know this. Men, you might have some. I'm sorry if you have some of this in your house. I don't know what they are. They're like found objects that you just place on your table, like giant links, and everything's white. Everything looks the same. No offense to the Magnolia people, but it all looks Magnolia. I mean, everybody looks at shiplap, everything. I'm like, what in the world? I'm looking at it and I'm like, why do you need that? Or she like there's like a few months ago, she had a coupon to get a giant hunk of coral and it wasn't even real. She's like, it's 100% resin. I'm like, as opposed to what? Did you chip this off of the Great Barrier Reef? Like, I don't know. And it was like $80. Like, who's paying $80? I can't stand it. Stop. Anyway. Or one last thing. Are the people who do the makeup stuff on Instagram? I'm like, B, you got fake lashes on, and I know that you got your primer and base on. Don't be sitting here and like, fresh face, no makeup. Shut up. You look like marzipan. I know you're trying to sell a product, but we ain't believing you. We don't believe you. Anyway, I'm telling you what, I think we need hearings. I want all the hearings.